This is a story about two people. Well, I say people. It's about a Lombax called Ratchet and a robot called B54296. Or Clank for short. This story begins on a planet called Velden. Ratchet wanted to know what was out there in the stars, but he didn't have the parts needed to fly to other galaxies. That's where Clank comes in. A factory producing deadly attack robots produced a malfunction, which turns out to be Clank. He sees an infobot and learns of a villainous scheme set up by Supreme Executive Chairman Drek to destroy many planets, to create a new one for his people. Whilst watching this, he gets caught and escapes the planet whilst being chased by the threatening robots. They shoot a ship and he crash lands on Velden near where Ratchet lives. Ratchet goes to search the wreck and finds Clank. Clank tells him what's wrong with the ship and says he knows what's missing and that they can set off as long as Ratchet helps him find a man named Captain Qwark, the greatest superhero in the galaxy. After visiting many planets, learning more of Drek's scheme, they finally meet Qwark, who states that he's seen what Ratchet and Clank have been up to. He says he wants them to go to his training course to meet him and to explain everything. Once there, Ratchet seems hesitant, but Clank insists that this will help achieve their goal. Unfortunately, this is all a trap set by Qwark under Drek's command. As a result, Ratchet becomes angry with Clank and wants revenge on Qwark. Eventually, they become friends again and defeat Qwark in a space battle. Ratchet learns that Drek plans to rip Velden apart for fun, and Ratchet becomes enraged. They confront Drek and learn that he only wants money out of this. They end up defeating Drek, destroy his new planet and spend the next half a year partying. After all the parties, a man named Abercrombie Fizzwidget sees a TV interview and tells them to get back an experiment called a protopet that his company Megacorp is working on. It's the perfect pet for every home, and someone stole them. They confront the thief and give the protopet back to Fizzwidget. They bump into the thief again and learn that the thief is another Lombax by the name of Angela Crofts. They also learn that Fizzwidget is evil as the protopet ravages everything in sight and multiplies. Upon infiltrating Megacorp, they learn that Qwark invented the protopet only to destroy it to become a hero again after Ratchet and Clank destroyed his name. They also learn that Qwark is masquerading as Fizzwidget to get what he wants. Qwark accidentally makes the protopet more powerful, forcing Ratchet to get rid of it. They succeed and Qwark becomes a test subject at Megacorp, which leads him to run away. Sometime later, Clank becomes a movie star in his hit film series Secret Agent Clank. They also learn of a new villain named Dr. Nefarious with his robot butler Lawrence, who tries to turn every non-robotic life form, or squishy, into a robot. Ratchet and Clank learn that Qwark once stopped him and is the only one who can. Nefarious ends up turning most life forms into robots, and Ratchet and Clank race to stop him. They're about to lose as a giant weapon known as the Bi-Obliterator that Nefarious has built to turn people into robots is itself a giant robot, which begins to attack Ratchet and Clank. Qwark comes in to save the day, forcing Nefarious and Lawrence to teleport anywhere as their Bi-Obliterator explodes. They accidentally teleport onto an asteroid, and aren't seen from again. Sometime later, Ratchet and Clank meet a new threat named Tachyon, who apparently wiped out all of the Lombaxes. During this new adventure, Clank meets new creatures known as the Zoni, who can see parts of the future, showing him that Ratchet will need him on the planet of the Lombaxes, also known as Fastoon. Ratchet doesn't believe they exist, as he never sees them, and learns that the Lombaxes weren't actually defeated. They ran to a different dimension using something called the Dimensionator. Tachyon uses this device to bring his race back to destroy all life. Ratchet and Clank stop him and start to celebrate, all the while thinking of a way to bring the Lombaxes back to this dimension. Then suddenly, the Zoni appear out of nowhere, taking Clank away without Ratchet being able to do anything about it. Ratchet searches for the whereabouts of Clank with his friend Talwyn. They find an item called a fulcrum star showing the location of Clank. The Zoni have Clank locked away. However, this is not their doing. Dr. Nefarious is in charge of the Zoni, and is the one who has kidnapped Clank. Now, they face their toughest challenge yet. Clank must escape Dr. Nefarious's clutches and discover his destiny, and Ratchet must save Clank, defeat Nefarious, and discover the secret of the Lombaxes, and maybe, just maybe, he'll meet another Lombax, you know, Apart from Angela, which technically breaks this entire story.
Are you ready?
Quiet on the set, please.
Hello, test, 1, 2, testing.
Captain, we're ready to get started. Just take a seat over there.
So I thought we could start with the whole I did my own stunts angle and sort of roll into my method for accomplishing this brooding stare.
Yes, we'll get into that in a second. But first, could you comment on the disappearance of Clank?
Oh, right. Little guy. What do you want to know about him for? You've got El Numero Uno superhero right here. Ah, look at that, huh? There's your superhero. You can't see it, but there's a tribal tattoo under there.
That's nice, but if you could just give us your version of the events.
I'm sorry. I thought we were here to talk about my new holo film, My Blaster Runs Hot. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to tell a story without some sort of visual. Do you have any crayons?
We'll add in the visuals.
All right. It began a couple of years ago. I was manning my post as chief volunteer at the Planetary Defense Center when a deadly space armada began attacking Metropolis. Naturally, I could have handled the matter myself, but I was compelled to escort a group of underprivileged orphans to safety. I contacted Ratchet and Clank and deputized them to act in my stead. We soon learned that a vile tyrant named Percival Tachyon had amassed a large army and set his sights on destroying the galaxy's thriving Lombax population.
Ratchet is the only Lombax.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Huh. Anyway, Tachyon was after a device that would enable him to bring back a banished race of creatures known as Cragmites. Little did he know, a mysterious race known as the Zoni were giving Clank new abilities, including laser arms.
But they were doing more than just giving him abilities, weren't they?
Well, there was something about premonitions and yada yada yada, but the heart of the story is here with old CQ. Using my keen intellect and deceptive skills, I planted myself within the Emperor's ranks and tracked down the Dimensionator.
Which you promptly delivered into the hands of Tachyon, enabling him to release the Cragmite Scourge.
A mere bump on the road to victory, my friend. We still destroyed Tachyon, banished the Cragmites, and saved the galaxy. But then, in a shocking final twist, the very beings Clank claimed to have aided him snatched him from the Apogee space station, never to be seen or heard from again.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Ratchet discovered his location in an uncharted system on the edge of the galaxy. Its capture had been orchestrated by Dr. Nefarious.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I, of course, was on the set for my new holo film, My Blaster Runs Hot, which, by the way, you have yet to ask about.
One of the greatest heroes in the universe. Your colleague is captured by your nemesis, and you stay behind. Didn't you hear the call to arms?
Of course I heard it. But when you get to be as big as me, you have to let a few of those babies go to voicemail, you know? Kidding. Ha, had you for a second. Of course I'm going to help Clank. Me and Ratchet planned this whole thing. Hello? Call to arms? Just kidding. It's my assistant. Roll! Fire up the ship and call Ratchet. I've got a hero to save.
That intro kind of makes mine worthless, just a little bit. Although I explained the entire story as a whole, because this is the last of 2 trilogies, and it's very exciting. At least I think so. Wouldn't you agree? We've come a long way since Ratchet and Clank 1. Now, we begin Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. I would like to say that I left out Deadlock because it doesn't really do anything for the overall story and the grand scheme of things, but yeah, moving on from that. So yeah, here's... Oh, please don't. I need to look at... Oh, wait. I think it better not be hardcore. No, I'm pretty sure it's just hard that I have to do if I want to get the trophy. I mean, I could check quickly. No! It can't be! No! But I had them all! I had them all except 1! Well, 2, technically, because of the... No! But no! kidding me? Complete the game on hard. Really? But I had them all. Do I really have to go for them all again? Ah! That's bitterly disappointing. Do you see these? These are me completing the game fully. Where's my trophy? No! That is not fair. That is not fair. Let's do this.
Have I ever told you about my son? Remarkable boy. Quite smart. He was born in a robot factory in the Solana galaxy. But to be precise, he was created much farther away. My son's name is XJ0461, but the universe knows him as Clank.
My arch nemesis. Not so smart now, are you?
Sir, the Zoni are inquiring about our progress.
How much longer must we pretend to be friends with those twits? Sire does not remember. You must fix. Yes, I'm fixing. I'm fixing.
Stand by for sisterboard scan.
All right, let's see. Favorite color's green. Favorite number's 83 billion and 4.7. Blah, blah, blah.
Access denied. Neural safeguard activated.
No. No! Oh, locked out again. It's in here, Lawrence. Somewhere in this brain lies the key to the Orbis chamber. No Orbis chamber. Your Zoniness. If we could take but a peek at the chamber. No Orbis chamber. Chamber is for Sire only. Very well. Then I think it's time our partnership came to an end. Say hello to...
Not the hypersonic brainwave scrambler.
the Hypersonic Brainwave Scrambler!
Apologies, sir. I should have mentioned the equipment is especially susceptible to sonic weaponry.
Backup generator activated.
What the? He's awake! Stop him!
I'm sorry, your name was XJ what? Huh. Okay, so the little intro I made at the beginning, I made before I've even started playing this game. Your name XJ blah blah blah. Okay, right now, I'm going to put in a clip showing what his name was originally, what he originally said. Continuity, guys, come on.
My serial number is B54296. Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short.
Hi.
Listen carefully. I'm your only hope of escaping Dr. Nefarious. Head into the air ducting. Keep moving.
God, this game feels great.
Good. You're safe for now.
Where am I? What is Dr. Nefarious doing here?
I'll explain everything as soon as you're safe, sir. But right now, we need to calibrate your ocular response processes. Try looking at the ocular scanner on your left. Good. Okay, now look at the one on the right. Got it. All right, look at the scanner above you. Good. Now, there's one more beneath you. Got it! You're recalibrated. Now, keep moving. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Warning. Paradox prevention protocols offline.
Yeah, continuity. I demand continuity in my video games.
Time anomalies detected on planet Jacinto.
So I have to get all the trophies again? This is disappointing.
The number of Zoni has dwindled from 117,000 me to 205.
Tony! Come back! I was only kidding! Come on! We had some good times, didn't we? Remember when I told you where your new master was and you kidnapped him? Priceless!
There's a perfectly logical explanation for that, but let's save it for another time.
So, playing as Clank, it feels really good. I forgot how amazing this game is. I really did. It's so good. I love this game. It's fantastic.
They belong to Dr. Nefarious.
Bolts, 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 bolts. Money, 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 money. Money. I've missed you. I kind of like money.
Ingenious tough talk, sir. I'm sure he's shivering with fear.
Hurry up, sir. Use your helipad.
I may have mentioned once or twice I like money. Once, twice. Amazingly, I like money, but I'm very generous with it. I'm one of the few, I think. It's like, I love money, I want money. You know, I mean, this charity can have it. I think they deserve it more. Like, I'm one of the few who wouldn't... Oh, you've got like... Oh, wow, you got like 2 double jumps. That's awesome. I forgot about that completely. Now, I think we come back here later, because stuff like this we fix later on, I think, and different stuff like there was a gold bolt out in the distance before which we can collect later and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that at one point or another we get to come back here. But it looks like this is going to be a full playthrough because we're doing challenge mode and everything, and I will do challenge mode fully with this game. With this game I actually will get all the skill points on camera and all that. I will get it all because I want my trophy. I had every trophy except the hard mode and platinum, and it's gone. All of it's gone. It's very disappointing for me.
You're right on your tail.
Yes, I noticed that. So I'm slightly disappointed, to say the least. Yeah, I can't remember what I have to do.
I'm going to let the hypersonic brainwave scrambler into the room.
Please do.
Hurry, before the energy dissipates.
Ah! I'm amazed I didn't get hit by some of the debris there. That was amazing.
Good job, sir.
Money, 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 money. I want the money. No, no, no. Give me the money. I want the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. It's slow and it's coming to me very slowly. Can I have the money? Thank you very much. Yay! Ah! I didn't see you guys.
2, 1.
Welcome to the Great Qwark! Oh, I love the cutscene coming up in a minute. I think it was one of the scenes that was shown in the actual gameplay trailer, or like cutscene trailer. My god, it's funny. I love Nefarious.
Warning. Warning.
Oh no, this is terrible. All of Marcus's work ruined. I can't believe I let this happen.
Okay, I'm just gonna do something quickly. Options, subtitles. Subtitles should be on. Yeah, they are on. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, I didn't know if they'd come on during this area, but I guess not. It's just cutscenes. Ah! That was close. Thank you, game, for cutting that way too close.
We've located the caretaker's signal. He's in the Sector 1 home club.
I don't remember much of this game. I remember it being just the best.
Sir, they blocked me in. Keep moving and don't let them anywhere near the chamber.
Understood. I don't know what chamber you're talking about, but sure.
Integrity critical.
Here we go.
Go ahead. Jump!
Dr. Nefarious, I should have known you were behind this. Where have you taken me?
You don't recognize it? This is your home, the Great Qwark! A marvel of science and sorcery, engineered by the brightest Sony in all of existence, and constructed in the exact center of the universe! Give or take 50 feet.
I am curious. What lie did you tell the Zoni in your quest for vengeance?
Vengeance? You think I went to all this trouble for mere vengeance? They say I'm egomaniacal. Let's just say it's all in the past. Lawrence!
Right here, sir.
Ready the orb of gratuitous immobilization.
Shall I prepare the mnemonic station again?
No, I have a better idea.
But, sir...
Patience, Lawrence. We have all the time in the universe.